Y'all know those people who seek out other people to smash their spouses in front of them? They're real. They're real.
They are real. They are definitely real. I thought that only existed on them websites. I didn't know about the lifestyle. I didn't know about the pineapples lifestyle. I didn't know about none of that until I had a neighbor and he explained to me that they were into them type of things. But when my boy told me he went to a bar and dude came up to him and said,
"My wife want to have a conversation with you."
I don't even know if I should go into details.
He ended up the wife while the husband was in the back room watching.
Bro, they exist. They live among us, bro. They're out here. And I finally encountered one. At the gym, old white man walks up on me. Not old, I would say 55, 60, old to me. It's a very normal conversation. He walks up on me, asks me how many sets I have left. I said, it's my last set. He said, you look like a very well-built young man. That's how he said it. I said, thanks, man. I'm actually trying to slim down, lose a little bit of weight, got kind of big. He's like, nah, you perfect the way you are, man. He asked me what I do for a living. He assumes I do like weightlifting and personal training. I said, actually, I write books. I'm working on a concept right now that I plan on dropping the first chapter very soon in December. He asked me what it's about. And no one really wants to know what your book is about unless they're really, really trying to be your friend.
Let me tell y'all something. I guess it's because I live in Atlanta. If another grown-ass man is too friendly, I give him the people's eyebrow. I don't even know if I can do it. I can't even do the people's eyebrow. But I give him the people's eyebrow because in Atlanta, that other grown-ass man could be plotting on your cheeks. You do not want to be in a compromising situation where you think you and somebody was just buddy-buddy and cool, and y'all finna go out here in these streets and hunt down some hoes, when really you hunting the hoes and he hunting you.
No, I tell him a little bit about the concept of the book. And he's like, yo, this is crazy creative. My wife used to be a writer. She's actually published a book before. You should come over and read this to her. Maybe you guys can bounce some ideas off each other. I'm like, you know what? Sure, fine. Why not? She can introduce me to her contacts. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can work with me with publishing it. So I thought it was just a great opportunity. It's always about who you know, too. So I just thought this was a great opportunity. That's why I was thinking going over there. We'll call him Bob, by the way. The husband will call him Bob. Bob himself was cool, bro. He was a vibe. Even before he didn't just come over, pitch that to me and walk away. Like, we talked up a little bit, found out we love into the same type of movies, we love the same sports teams. So we hung out twice prior to me even going over to his house.
We're part two.
Those times we're hanging out at a sports bar, we're watching the Laker game, right? I forgot what he was trying to send me. He was trying to send me like a photo he had with somebody who's famous. He had their jersey on, something, right? He was sending me a naked picture of his wife, like nudes, bro, right? Sends them to my phone, and then immediately unsends them, and he apologizes. He's like, oh, my bad, man. I didn't mean for you to see that. And I felt so awkward. I was apologizing for him. I was like, nah, it's cool. I know that's your wife, bro. I know that's like, you guys been married for a long time. It's sacred. I'm sorry that I saw that. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, nah, it's fine. She's hot, though, right? I was like, huh? He's like, nah, like, you would hit that, right? You would smash that. You would tap that. Like, of course, like, if we weren't together, I mean. I didn't answer. And so it was like silence for like no bullshit, like 12, 15 seconds.
Red flag.
And he's like, nah, I'm just playing. I was like, that was kind of weird, not gonna lie. And against my better judgment, I still went over there. And I met his wife. Very, very cool person. She was sweet. We go inside, we start talking about the book. And she's like, yo, this is a very great concept. I would love to use my resources to help you get this out there. I said, yo, thank you. Like, I appreciate that. Like, thank you. And she's like, yeah, my book actually got made into a movie. I said, really? She said, yeah, you want to see it? I got to tell you how big the house is, by the way. But she's talking about going to watch the movie in the theater room. I was like, you guys have a theater room? She's like, yeah, let's go check it out. As we're about to get up to go do that, her husband, those times we're hanging out at a sports bar.
Oh, hold on. We're part three. Come on, cuz.
Her husband is walking over with drinks. He trips and spills it on the table. It splashes up, hits me, gets all over my clothes, and it splashes the wife, hits her, gets all over her clothes. Their routine is spectacular. I'll give them that, because now she's standing up, cussing, yelling, they're going back and forth. She's blaming him, talking about, oh, it's my favorite dress, all that. He looks to me, he's like, Avery, I am so sorry. Please go down to the theater room. There's a bathroom there. I will bring you a change of clothes. Then we can sit down and watch the movie. I said, nah, it's fine. I do all that. It's cool. And he's like, no. I insist. I'm in the bathroom. I'm trying to scrub the damn alcohol out of my clothes, right? There's a knock at the door. Open up the door, and Sam, he's like, here you go. Here's your clothes, man. Join us in the theater room when you're ready. I'm like, all right, thank you. Close the door. I'm sitting there, standing in the mirror, looking awkward, because this man just handed me a robe. A robe. Silk robe, bro.
Hold on, y'all. I'm so invested. I'm forgetting to stop the video and talk. I'm so invested, but let's go.
These people are crazy, bro. At this point, I know I'm just desperate to get connections for my book at this point, because there's no way I put on the fucking robe. Go out there, I'm in the robe. I said, Bob, you ain't got no regular clothes, man. Why you give me this? And he's like, nah, man, you look good in that. Wear it all the time around the house. I'm like, all right, well, maybe this is something they do. You know what I'm saying? They're in a completely different tax bracket than I am. You know what I'm saying? So I just, maybe that's what they did.
Okay.
So I didn't question it. You know what I'm saying? I sat on the couch, and his wife comes downstairs, and she has on a robe that her husband is walking over with drinks.
Oh! Nah, where part 4?
Up until the situation, everything was cool.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Where's part 4? I'm disappointed. So I told y'all my boy went to a bar. He got invited and he ended up doing it. I ain't gonna lie to you. He ended up doing it. He ended up smashing the wife or whatever. He set ground rules. He's like, yo, I ain't into none of that extracurricular. You know what I mean? Where he gonna be at? Husband said, I'm just gonna watch. I'm just gonna watch, dude. That's it. I'm just gonna watch. And he went ahead and took man wife to Stroke City. Now I have another friend. Damn. Got some freaky ass friends. I have another friend. Throughout college, this man was a virgin. Let's put that out there. Throughout college, this man was a virgin. And then he popped his cherry and started going crazy. To the point where he met this older white lady, went to her house. They went on a date. He went to her house. Things happened. He was out there going crazy. He said he was going crazy, and I believe he was going crazy. I gotta set the scenario for you. He said she was in there hooting and hollering. The neighbors could hear her the way she was hooting and hollering. So just think about that, right? He gets up to go to the kitchen and get some water. As soon as he walks out, he sees a grown man sitting in the living room on his iPad. Dude looks up. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm such and such and such. I'm such and such husband. He said immediately when he heard that, his heart started pumping out his chest. Then she comes out. She's like, oh, this is my husband. I don't want to call my boy's name, right? But we going to say N. This is N. Just went on a date. So the husband was like, oh, how were you guys date? And he looking like, it was fine. He's like, oh, all right, that's cool, man. Go ahead and have fun. And they walked back in the room and she locked the door. And I guess she told them that, they part of the Pineapple Society. And this is normal. I don't know how I would feel about that. I mean, I would feel the same way how he said he felt because he was scared. I would be scared too. Imagine you in there going crazy, taking a young lady to Stroke City, and then you walk outside and her significant other is just in the living room. Her significant other that you did not know about. And you ain't know that they was getting down like that. You didn't know about him, but on top of that, you didn't know that he was going to be okay with you taking his woman to Stroke City. Well, my freaky ass friend, after telling us this story, we all met up. There was a movie that came out. One of our other homeboys, my boy DJ, shout out to my boy DJ, he invited us to a movie. He had free tickets to go to some premiere for some movies. So it's me, my wife, my second freaky friend, and guess who he brought with him? You guessed it, he brought that lady with him. And mind you, this was a year after he told us about that situation that was going on. She was still married, and he was still piping that down. Coming to think about it, damn, I'm spilling all these people business, but y'all know who the hell I'm talking about. Coming to think about it, the wife moved him into the house. Yes, I said it. He lived in the basement. He had an apartment in the basement, and the husband was cool with it. I don't know how big their house was, but I know their house was big. They had some money. You want to hear the most surprising thing out that story? The wife was a white lady, and the husband was black. The husband was a black guy. Now, I know usually we associate them type of things with white folks, but it's a lot of different demographics that's in the Pineapple Society. I was surprised to hear that the husband was black and he was letting this younger black man do that to his wife. Because black dudes, we are full of pride. Even if we can't, we don't want nobody else to. Even if your soldier can't fight no more, you ain't gonna let nobody else fight for you. Imagine you watching all my videos, laughing your ass off, but you still ain't subscribed. You got commitment issues, dog. It's free. It is free for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way, YouTube not going to control when or how you see my videos. Come on, people. What's going on? What are you waiting for? I ain't begging. I'm asking nicely. Don't make me ask you again.